every open field that you can find in India, you'll see a game of cricket going on. But now where is Janez?
I walked out, my pads on, my helmet on, red. You don't wear red when you walk past a bull.
Janez!
All I want to do is play a game of cricket and this bull's trying to kill me. We're about 240 kilometers north of Delhi in a town called Rishikesh. Now this place is often known as the gateway to the Himalayas, but it's also situated next to the mighty Ganges, which is the most holy river in Hindu mythology.
This place is a complete sensory overload with sights and smells that I've never experienced in my entire life. However, being here is probably one of the rarest experiences that I've ever had in my life, because in fact this is the birthplace of yoga. I do yoga. I'm a yoga enthusiast. I was just waiting to go there and get into my pigeon position, get into my namaste. No, not the case. It's completely overpopulated.
Rishikesh was great. I mean, it's like a little Delhi. People, 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 people.
And of course, the beautiful Ganges flows through it, which I was expecting to be a stunning river because it's got so many healing properties, because it gathers a lot amount of oxygen in it, which makes it the rarest river in the world. Because of the oxygen capacity within the water, you can't get any disease such as cholera or dysentery. It's the other diseases you need to worry about. Because it's so holy, the influx of tourists and people that go there, unfortunately, don't preserve it as they should. So it's not clean water.
What a sight, the mighty Ganges. Do you know that this river runs all the way from the Himalayas, a place called Gomukh, which means cow's mouth, through India to the Bay of Bengal?
We are so lucky to be here. In fact, most Hindus believe that life isn't complete without bathing in the Ganges at least once in a lifetime. Or many of them who aren't able to come here keep a vial of Ganges river water in their homes because they believe that it can cleanse your body of sins of the past life. Also, when a lot of really important people may pass on to another life, they get cremated on that water. People die in that water. Inez chose to swim in it.
What a rare experience. How many people can say they swam in Ganges?
Only 1 billion Indians. And Janez. Or even Shantaram, you would know that an ashram is a place where major personal journeys can take place. These people in this ashram are performing what is called an Aarti. An Aarti is a performance ritual or even a hymn in praise of the Ganges River. The godlike structure behind me is called Shiva, and basically they are paying their respects to Shiva. Now, people across the world travel to ashrams for spiritual enlightenment, and it's really amazing to see the amount of people in these places, all in search of something. And if you're not going to find it in India, you're not going to find it.
The significance of the fire ceremony, or what's called the yagna ceremony, is the fire is a representation of the divine universal consciousness. And we sit around the fire to remind us that inside of us is this beautiful divine light. And that should be the center of our lives. Any decision that we want to make in our lives, we try to attempt to listen to that divine light. We are offering seeds into the fire because those seeds are a representation of anything in our lives that's causing us hindrance, that's causing us pain, that's causing us blockages, that's not allowing us to listen to that divine light, to feel that divine light, to realize and awaken to that divine light. And as those seeds get roasted, that will never again sprout.
A short yet rather windy road from Rishikesh leads to Ananda, one of the top destination spas in the world.
And Janez, you are in for a ride of your life because upon arrival, you can almost feel the essence of why yoga was invented here. It's simply the most peaceful place on earth. Namaskar, namaskar.
This place really looks like a castle.
We have a reservation for Jeannie and Janez.
I couldn't wait because for the one time in my life I was going to the Himalayas, to K2, Mount Everest, snowboarding, bungee jumping, skydiving, white river rafting. Stretches, yoga. Where is the sheet for the extreme sports?
We were just talking about extreme yoga and meditation classes.
Whatever he was expecting, so didn't happen. Oh boy, is Janez in for a treat. I doubt he can handle yoga as well as he can a superbike. Now, walking around this property actually made me question my bloodline, because I'm pretty sure in a past life I must have been an Indian princess, because this property belongs to a Maharaj, and the section that we're staying in is in fact the guest house or the annex of the palace. We're not even allowed to go into the palace because it is still in fact reserved for royalty. Perfect for me. I'll take it. I was up at the crack of dawn, ready to experience my day. I knew there were amazing things coming, a lot of treatments, and that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Namaskar.
Good morning, how are you?
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
So are you ready for Hatha Yoga?
Yes, I'm so excited about it. This is, of course, the birthplace of yoga.
Yeah, this is the birthplace of yoga. The tradition of Ayurveda and yoga, they both belong to this foothill of Himalaya.
So what specifically is Hatha Yoga?
This system of yoga, the Hatha Yoga, that is the foundation of all the different yogas. So it is considered as the stepping stone.
To be able to do yoga in the place of its birth with a true yogi, no words can express that feeling.
I can't stretch to save my life.
Turn your body facing the leg and inhale in this position. With exhalation, bend forward from your hips without bending the knee. And stretch your arms up. Take your head towards your knee.
Janez couldn't do a lot of the postures because they require a lot of concentration, and Janez has the concentration span of a cornflake.
So we'll start the next posture, which is a balancing pose, balancing on one foot. For this practice, please transfer the weight to your right foot, right leg first, and then slowly out stretch the leg in the front. And turning the other hand out to the side, take your leg to the side. Janez is marvelous in this pose, looking like a sadhu, like a rishi. Jeannie needs some practice.
One of the most difficult ones that a lot of people need to practice for years to do, which is a balancing technique. He did.
Is that honestly all you can do? You're useless.
The word Hatha from Hatha Yoga basically has a Sanskrit descent. Ha meaning the solar and Ta meaning the lunar. And the whole purpose of this yoga is basically to energize your entire body. It's not a competition to see who can be more flexible. It's basically wherever you are and whatever stage you are at is good enough as long as you're feeling that energy.
I must say, I've got a newfound respect for yoga. I know I'm kidding around, but this is actually so important to the area. It's been around since 2000 BC, which makes yoga 5,000 years old. Incredible.
And raise your body up. And relax your arms.
So you did very well in your yoga, and I'm so proud of you, but now I've got something else up my sleeve. It's called Ayurveda, and basically it's a practice that connects your mind, body, and your soul. And that's done with a whole lot of principles with how you eat, how you train, and certain aspects of living your life according to what your body type is. I know the gist of it, but what is Ayurveda essentially?
Actually, if you divide Ayurveda in two words, Ayu and Veda. So Ayu is life here and Veda is a science. So Ayurveda is a science of life. Means it teaches you how to live healthy life. So for that purpose, we believe we cannot give the general suggestion to everybody. We have divided all human beings in three body types, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. And every body type has to live their proper lifestyle and food habit.
Okay, let the healing begin. I'll go first, Janez can go afterwards.
Can I know your weight?
A man should never ask a lady her weight. Okay, 56.
You are already underweight.
I'm underweight.
Yeah, as per your height.
The healing has already worked.
What's your height?
I'm 1.63. It's not just about eating for your body type, it's about connecting mind, body, and soul. Meaning, if you eat correctly, your body will respond better to the food that you're eating, and therefore your mind will respond better to your body, resulting in a perfect dynamic for your day.
So there are three body types. There's Pitta, Kava, and Vata. And you can be a combination of all three. You can be one, you can be a combination of two. And you basically have to eat according to your body type. It's all about balance.
Are you taking any medication? Is there any allergies?
Yes, penicillin and fish. It was the Spanish Inquisition. So many personal questions.
Tell me about your eliminations, type of stool.
Stool.
Yeah.
There I was, just exposing myself.
Jeannie and Janez both are having almost Pitta dominant body type. And this kind of body type has got more of warmness inside because Pitta is a fire which gives them hotness.
Pitta Vata. Pitta Vata. Fire.
My body type is fire and water. Pitta Vata.
Ayurveda has divided some kind of treatment, like as I told you, Pitta get anger quite easily. So we'll choose kind of oil which are cooling in nature, like for the Abhyanga, which is called full body massage, we'll choose the Pitta oil. The oil has some kind of house which balances the Pitta. There is a specific treatment called a Shirodhara.
In essence, the treatments would be pretty similar. The bits which would vary would be the oil used in each treatment would be based around their body type. The way the treatment is performed would be similar.
It's not just about the massage, it's about the ritual. So you get a blessing or a prayer before you do the massage.
It's really a tradition that the Carillion staff that we have go through before each treatment. It's something that's truly authentic, so it's part of their culture. It's not something that we put in there to add any authenticity to it. It's not just about the treatment, it's about the oil that we use. We're using a sesame seed oil base, but then we're infusing different herbs into that to really get that change for the dosha. So we'll use a dosha-specific oil for pacifying their major dosha, and equally then building in the diet as well. So this is where the spa and the kitchen really get involved together to give that overall benefit for the guest.
In this culture, there's actually a belief that men massage men and women massage women. And in all the massages I've had in the past, it's always been females, but they actually don't have the strongest hands. And these guys take some getting used to, but their hands are so strong that they get deep into the tissues. And the fact that there's two of them, they get your body in complete synchronization. Oh, I'm gonna hurt tomorrow.
A spa is a spa is a spa, and we've honestly filmed hundreds of them. But the amazing thing about this is that there's a ritual involved in every treatment, and it almost feels like you're on your own spiritual journey.
Ananda is one of the top destination spas in the world, and if it's the kind of place I would take a very special person. I'm so happy I shared it with Jeannie, and I'd like to take my mom there one day.
It's beautiful. Hello.
Hello, Namaskar. How are you?
Very well, thank you. We are here for our meditation session. What are the major principles of meditation?
Meditation requires internalization. So one of the very important components of meditation is self-awareness. So the whole process starts with exploring the self. Please sit comfortably. The system of meditation believes that your body and your mind, they both are interconnected very intimately. So when we start the journey of meditation, we don't try to hold the mind because that is very subtle and that is very tricky as well. So we try to hold something which is very tangible, which you can feel, which you can sense, and that is the body. When you start the process of meditation, you start relaxing your conscious mind first. And more you relax the conscious mind, then your subconscious aspects of your personality, they start manifesting in you.
I'm a fire. I'm such a fiery, feisty human being. So meditation is good for me. It calms me down, centers me. It's just good for my soul.
You see, the clearing of the head, that happens as a natural byproduct of meditation. So as you progress into the system of meditation, that happens spontaneously.
We're on our way to the temple and it's really beautiful. I'm pretty sure it'll be worth this walk. These are just the foothills of the Himalayas, and if this is just the beginning, I don't want to know what the rest of this mountain range looks like.
It forms basically the highest two mountains in the world, the K2 and the Everest, and also 3 of the world's biggest rivers originate from the Himalayas.
We got to a point where the clouds were now below us, and you can feel the burn, and I thought, okay, this place better materialize soon.
We had a 2-hour walk to the top where the temple was, and from the top, I promise you, we had the most spectacular view of the Himalayas.
We're approximately 7,000 feet above sea level, and the reason why a lot of these temples were built high up in the mountains is because priests and holy men would come up here and find their favorite spot or their favorite point to meditate, and wherever they found that sacred place, they'd build a temple. It's so cold and windy up here.
That's no surprise. Look at those snow-capped mountains.
Oh, wow.
Do you know that this is actually one of the youngest mountain ranges in the world?
No.
What's happened is the Euro-Asian continental shelf has basically bashed up against the Indo-Australian continental shelf and formed the Himalayas. But these continental shelves are still moving, continually moving. So over time, Everest, or the Himalayas, is going to grow by centimeters and centimeters every year.
Getting there and seeing that view and just the surroundings, I mean the valley below with the Ganges, the backdrop of the Himalayas, it was magical.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello, how are you? Very well.
Very well, thank
How are you?
Great. Now, we're both really interested in how Ayurveda works because we like to lead healthy lifestyles. But what does it mean in terms of what we're allowed to eat? We both Pitta Vata, by the way.
Pitta and Vata, that means you're a combination of 2 different body types. The predominant component in both of you is Pitta. And Pitta in our body literally means fire. And fire in your body is just acid, nothing else.
But my problem is heartburn. I always get heartburn.
That's what Pitta is all about. It's a lot of acid in your body. This excessive acid is something which will always give you heartburn.
If I think about myself, I used to drink orange juice in the morning and have a whole lot of chili throughout the entire day. I've stopped doing that and I feel so good. It really, really works.
Okay, what are we making? Because looking at these ingredients, I can't tell what the final product is going to be.
We are actually making a stir fry with bean sprouts. We start with sauteing the onions first, the ginger, we toss the vegetables and the bean sprouts all very fast on a high flame so that you do not lose any ingredients, any nutrients from there. And then drop in the tofu to finish it off, fresh and green. Some light soy sauce, very little. That's it, that's it.
I can tell you I'm going to make this when I get home.
Definitely. There we go.
Wow. The chef was such a master because he was able to take very simple ingredients and turn them into very tasty meals.
Thank you.
So refreshing to now know what body types we are and exactly what we're doing to our systems and what we can and cannot eat.
I'm so relieved because I've been suffering with this heartburn for such a long time. I'm going to follow this diet.
Perfect setting.
Good food. Yay, finally something Janez wants to do.
Why do I have to be your caddy?
Because I'm the pro.
You're not a pro. All you do is make divots in the ground when you try and hit a ball.
You know, I've been thinking we should rename the show Janez Follows Jeannie Around the World.
Why is that? It's got a nice ring to it, though.
I'm going to teach you how to play like Tiger Woods today.
Don't you actually need to know how to play like Tiger Woods before you can teach?
Watch me and you'll learn.
Okay, that doctor hit the nail on the head. We both Pitas. It's fire versus fire. I was meant to do that, actually. I was meant to do that. Tiger Woods wouldn't hit this ball if you were standing in front of him acting like a monkey. Leave me alone.
Wait, it's 84 yards. I say you won't get within 80 yards of the green.
Please go away. Disappear. Go home.
Focus. Where's your chi?
Why is this ball not moving? Ah!
She's so bad, she's useless.
Don't bring that camera near me now.
Can't even afford all those golf balls that went missing.
Why must I take this abuse? Really? So sometimes he pushes the boundaries a little bit too much.
I didn't realize you were this bad, but you suck. You're useless.
Granted, I might have been a little bit too sensitive. I'm going to Dubai by myself. You are not coming with me.
And you've got no hand-eye coordination.
Going to the pool.
When you travel for so long, you don't look after yourself. You never look after yourself. And this was kind of our time to just chill, take it easy, and enjoy ourselves.
Hello, beautiful.
This is all very tribal council.
How good is this music? It's called the tabla, and it's a typical Indian instrument. It comes from the subcontinent, and they use it in all kinds of religious and traditional and popular music. And it's so fitting because it's meant for intimate settings like this one, not for big audiences.
This is so very Bollywood.
Go shake that booty, baby.
Let's rock it Bollywood style, guys. Ananda is fantastic. I will go back there again. I recommend anybody goes back there because it really is a destination getaway where you can really retreat. You can wear the pajamas. You don't need to put on your own clothes. And it's just about peace, connecting mind, body, and soul. What more can you ask for? I love it. Having a look at it from here, I mean, I don't think anyone should ever climb. It looks dangerous, it looks cold.
Well, we've done well. We've climbed the foothills.
True. We're nearly there. We may as well climb Everest now.
We should have put a flag up. I knew that Jeannie had booked a treatment, and I took advantage of that.
This is going to get stuck in my beard.